Hey everybody, Becky from Patchwork Posse, and today I am going to be sharing the cutest AccuQuilt die so far. This is the sewing machine die. This is what it looks like. It's so cute. It's so easy to do, and it will work for your AccuQuilt Go machine or the larger one if you have that as well. So let's take a look at how you can cut these out super quick and a preview of what the project is that you could make with it. The first thing we're going to do is prep our fabric for using the die. Now, if you want, you can use fusible applique for this technique, or you can just cut the fabric out without the fusible on the back and do raw edge applique. So it really doesn't matter, but because these do have a little smaller pieces, I am going to use the fusible. So the first thing I'm going to do is decide on what fabrics I want for which part of the sewing machine. So we've got the thread up here. We also have the plate of the machine itself, as well as the knobs and the sides. So I'm just going to look through and find some fun fabric that could work or that I want to use for each of those parts. Next thing I'm going to do is open this up so I can see what sizes I need for each of these. So for the machine, it's going to need to cover this area. Now, you can see right where the blade is going to be. It's right in between those two colors, which is fabulous because now you can see exactly where you need to place your fabric. So that would work for that. And then this is my thread right here. This is probably the spool, my knobs, and then the plate of the machine. So I'm going to use this for my thread, and I'm going to cut these kind of larger than I need because I need to fuse them still. I almost think I want these for the plate of the sewing machine. So I'm going to just make sure that it's thick enough for that. Right, and then I need to do, I've got the thread, so that's my thread. I need some background pieces for this spool area, and then my knobs. I think I'm going to do my knobs out of this. It'll really stand out. And lastly, I need my spool kind of area. I have this piece and I'm going to use that for my spool. So what we're going to do is fuse this fabric to the fusible, and then I'm going to push it through the machine. All right, with my pieces fused and cooled off, we are going to grab our machine, open it up. We are going to place our plate down, and I know this is too long, so I'm going to trim this off so it will fit the machine. It's okay if they go over just a little bit. Doesn't hurt anything. You'll just end up with a lot of little slivers, but it's okay. I'm going to hold those down. You can put another piece of paper on top of it to hold them down so they don't shift. We are going to push this and roll at the same time with our handle. So I can go ahead and move this cover off, and all of my pieces are ready to go. So we've got our plate and our spool. We have our machine. We have our 2 dials. Got little bits from the other piece. And we have our spool area. All right, now that I have all my pieces done and all cut out, I can go ahead and start layering them on top of each other, peeling off the paper and designing right on top of my sewing machine itself. Now, you don't have to do all the pieces at this point because we are going to be layering, but if you want to place a few of them, go right ahead. You just need to peel your paper off and then put it in place and fuse it right down to secure it. Okay, I'm going to get my picture out so I know where these go. And I need 2 large ones, so I actually need to run the machine one more time. I'm going to just quickly press these so they stay secure. I do still have the thread at the top and the side wheel, as well as the thread spool holder to trim out. So now it's ready for a fun little project to put this on.